streaming Torchlight Frontiers. They will be streaming for a few hours. From now, I think it would be 2 hours until I end my stream. Then I can continue it after the official stream is over. So let's say in about 2 hours I'll start hosting the official stream. And while I'm watching it and hosting it, everyone who visits my channel would get redirected to the official Torchlight Twitch channel. So they can also watch it, get the scoop on the update 6 streaming. Hoping they would be showing a lot of cool stuff. And now, without further ado, let's just do some maps, some legendary roulette. I think yesterday I ended up on the Railmaster while I was doing the Hivit Frontier. So maybe we can do some Goblin Frontier with him now. And switch to the Mage later on. So yeah, let's do some farming and see how this all pans out. First things first, let's see if there's anything that we need to sell. There we go, we've got some stuff.
I'm sure I've got something you need. Thank you for shopping.
And before we start, let me quickly change to my forge. See if there's any gear that I could wood from my warehouse and keep it in the forge. I think I'm saving a few low level swords and stuff. So I'll go get those quickly before I continue my endgame farming. Just so I'm sure that I've got some extra room for high level items in the warehouse. There should be 2 or 3 at least swords. I think there was a pet tag, but maybe I already deleted that. Let's give it some time to load. So for now, yeah, let's just pick up whatever we can. This we'll need eventually. Eventually we'll need either of those. And let's check for some other lower level legendaries that maybe we would have to transfer to the forged when we start leveling it up during update 6. I'm looking for items that are not Dusk Mage only and that are not too high level to use. So let's check this page. Maybe there's... okay, there we go. This is level 10. Maybe I would be able to use this at some point. Anything that's low level and legendary would be fine for me. This is 13, maybe we should take this too. What about here? Some swords, low level swords. 15. Okay, we're taking that. Maybe some maces. A 19 mace. 12 Bitterwood Staff. Trustworthy Companion. I've used it on all the heroes I've leveled up so far. So let's see what else could be good. Those are kinda too high level. This is 10. This should be 12, okay. What about on the first page? Maybe some pet tags and stuff. D2 stud 19. Yeah, that's something worth taking. And maybe some cheap cores, not cheap but low level cores. I won't be needing this because it's Dusk Mage only. This is Railmaster only. Another Dusk Mage only, Railmaster only, Railmaster only, Railmaster only. Okay. Let's take this level 12 in case. Oh, actually, we won't need that. Rat Tender, maybe the Cinder Blade as well. Okay, I think I've put enough stuff in my forged. I've made some room to store items on my main characters. Let's quickly switch to the Railmaster and do some Goblin map. So yeah, when update 6 hits us, I've prepared some items for my forged now. That eventually he'll be using or not using, who knows. Now I can empty my inventory from all the stuff I'm not using. I probably should have done that arrangement and stuff off stream. Apologies for that. I didn't even plan on that, it just happened to be like this. I just walked in, I saw this inventory and was like, okay, that's so much stuff I'm not using, why am I keeping it in my inventory? So let me prepare what I'll be getting rid of. This. I'll also be getting rid of this. Since I have the undead, I wouldn't need the physical. So I'll keep an undead sheet, a goblin shield, and a high vid shield. This is what I need from my shields. I'll keep this stuff because it's poison and crit chance, and this proper poison two-hander. Also this two-hander, and between those I think I don't need either. So let's put them where my other maces were. Okay, I think that's it for my inventory sort. Let's go to some map. Okay, and I actually have to pick up a new relic weapon. I can start leveling it. A new Bane. Perfectly timed. Let's see. What frontier was this for? Level 52 is Goblin. This one is High with Frontier. Okay, well, That means for this build I'll have to sacrifice my sword smash, so I probably won't be leveling it on this build. I'll level it on the mage later. And let's go. Oh, I thought I used one of the maps. Oh, yeah. And I also need to farm comet fragments so I can craft a new flaming destroyer, because both of my flaming destroyers at the moment are from the same frontier, because I derped when I was crafting those. So now I need to craft one of the other frontier. Okay. There's some goblins hitting me here.
Not enough endurance.
Right, let's just keep moving. I think I killed those there. So now there should be some here. Okay, I killed some of them. I'm just not waiting for the textures to load and I'm killing them while they're invisible. I think probably everything that was here is dead. Maybe some ranged monsters might be dead. Let's quickly check. Did we kill all of them there? Oh yeah, we wiped them out. So I hope I'm not getting much of this map, because it's the map with the most trees. Not the best when you wanna be farming sandstone. Hopefully we get some underground or crypt or excavated mines or whatever it's called, so that I could farm some of, what was the exact name? Yeah, comet fragments. Yeah, I'll be streaming until shortly before the official stream, which is in less than 2 hours. Then I'll start hosting the official stream. Wow, and watch it while having my dinner. I'll return to Torchlight Frontiers once the official update 6 stream is over. So this will be a short. If you guys want to talk about the updates, I'm open for some discussions as well. What I'll do when the update hits us, I will level up every single skill to level 1, just so I can showcase them all. And then later on, when they add the skill reset items, and the things that are gonna work, like Orb of Regret in Path of Exile per se, where you just get 1 refund point. It won't be the exact same way, because you won't be using the items to store reset points. You'll just use the items to de-level the skill by 1 point. So when this is added, I'll start farming those, and then I can properly showcase various different builds. But the first thing that I'll do when the update hits us, I'll level up every single skill so I could show it to my viewers. It will be just to level 1, but it's still gonna be nice to see what the skill. This is exactly what I'm farming, sandstone borders. So I can craft one more flaming destroyer. I have one of the Hivage Frontier and another one of the Hivage Frontier, so I need a Goblin Frontier destroyer. This one is downscaled to 47, so 3 levels lost. And if you're wondering why I'm doing only 1 lane on this map, I found out that the fastest way, the best way to clear this map is go up this lane or whichever lane you want, then go down the other lane and then return on the right lane. Regardless of which lane you clear first and second, returning should be on an empty right lane, because it's faster to clear to return in the right lane than the left lane. So that's why currently I'm just clearing one lane. I'll now go down the other one. Hopefully before the night time comes, so I could get to kill some goblins instead of Oh, there's a shaman, please don't res them. There we go. Sniped him before he could res any of his. They keep coming from there. Should we wait for them to just make sure everyone is spawned? Okay, it's time for some more goblins. Oh, and I forgot to do this. Wait, is it not working? Just a second. I have a counter and I don't want to have to increase it manually or with a command. Let me check my hotkeys if they're okay.
Increased map streak 1.
There we go. Just keeping track of how many maps I've done without a drop before switching to the other area or to other character. And also there's this.
Legendary Roulette is a mini-game where the goal is to run maps in each frontier until I get a legendary drop. Once I do, I change frontiers. When I get a drop from each frontier I change characters.
This is what this map streak is. How many maps I've done without a drop. Just to help me keep track without having to count after each map and then lose track of. Yeah, sometimes I have to go and watch my videos to know exactly how many map streaks I was doing. So this helps me prevent the necessity of such measurements. Okay, now we have a lot of food to get rid of. I started looting all the greens and stuff again. Just because my gold started getting low. I was not looting green and whites for the past few days, because I was pretty close to the 20,000 gold limit and I kept hitting it. So I decided to just start farming without looting anything under blue. Today I will loot some and I will skip some. Depends. But yeah, if you guys are players of the game, I wouldn't mind discussing what your favorite builds are and what you believe would be happening with your builds with the new patch. Especially if you've seen what the currently in the game skills would be changing to. Okay, there it is. Now, should I just skip the boss or keep running towards it? Oh, sense, don't bother. Just a moment, I need to get that. It's important for me to gather all of those. Alright, let's keep running towards the boss. Because if I don't do the boss, then I can't say for sure I've done a full map without a drop. Those 3 quests are the 3 quests that were broken. I tried completing them and I couldn't. First, I couldn't find the goblin weapon racks. I spent quite some time looking for them in the river. The same thing happened with the Imperial notes, they were nowhere to be found. And I also couldn't find any netherlings in the nether nook, like 5 or 6 times that I went through it. Hopefully those are gonna get fixed. Oh nice, comet fragment. Yeah, hopefully those quests will be fixed with update 6 or one of the following hotfixes. And now it's time to do the boss. This boss looks like a Benji to me, so that's how I'm calling it. So since we still have goblins, I quickly want to kill the little axe. Then I'll move on to the boss.
Your endurance is running low.
Okay, let me use my relic weapon. If I can get him to stay on one spot, my pet would annihilate him. See, this big chunk of HP drop was my pet hitting him. Like 45% HP in one go. If you want your pets to be this strong, you need 2 of those little studs. This is all you need. A little stud with more than 10% crit chance and preferably more than 40% crit damage. Then your pet would be very strong. Then when it hits, it will be a massive hit. We should now send the pet to the town. Add one more to
Increased
the town.
map streak, 2.
Okay, so we've got like around hour and a half left before the official stream.
@struck_TLF, current custom commands, uptime, followage, playtime, title, game, age, loots, legendary roulette, LR, Trello, Trelladolf.
So those are the custom commands. Legendary Roulette and LR are the same thing, and Trevo and Trevo TLF are also doing the same thing. Just that my bot, this specific bot didn't have aliases, unlike my YouTube bot. Those commands work on YouTube as well, at least the Legendary Roulette, LR and Trevo TLF. Woods doesn't work anymore, I removed. I didn't think Woods is worth just creating inconvenience for both myself and my viewers, and the gain from Woods is not worth it. So while my pet is...
Your
oh,
pet
he
has
just
returned.
returned. Right on time, boy. Okay, let's start the next map.
Ahoy! Captain Struck_TLF is trying to get a crew together for a treasure hunt. Type, heist to join. Struck_TLF is trying to get a team together in order to hit the nearest bank. Everyone can join. In order to join, type, heist, amount.
And amount is the amount of points you've...
At Struck_TLF, you have 1008 bolts. Struck_TLF unranked, hours, 25.67, points, 332.
Boats is the points that you use for this heist thing. And they can be used for various things in the channel. You gain them as you watch or as you stay in the chat. And there's things such as like me following you on media, social media, or telling me to play a game with you and stuff like that.
You're feeling tired.
There's also spin the wheel. I have not enabled it, but I can always enable spin the wheel. It just takes a few seconds. There's also betting, like gambling with points to win or lose them. And they're basically just royal.
Your endurance is decreasing. Your endurance decreases.
They also can be used for song
has
requests
begun.
and stuff, but
Everyone gets ready and loads their weapons and checks their equipment before hopping out of the van and heading straight into the bank. Ho ho! Struck_TLF made it back from Blackheart with a handful plunder and a tale of plenty. Results, Struck_TLF, 6.
You feel tired.
It looks like Struck_TLF managed to sneak into the bank without anyone noticing and stole some money from the vault. Results from the heist, Struck_TLF, 3.
okay, this is weird. This seems to have been two heists in a row. Not bad. Although I should have typed a bigger number than 3. And as I was saying, later on maybe I could even do some giveaways where people could join with those points. And song requests could also be used, but I disabled the song requests because the copyrights of popular songs kinda mute parts of your stream. So it's kind of not worth it. Of course I could always just add in the queue only some unpopular songs that would never get muted, or some royalty free songs, but most of the royalty free songs are pretty mediocre at best. And the game actually has amazing music. It's the Diablo composer after all. Is this sandstone? Hope I get a lot of sandstone on this.
You're exhausted.
Okay, no chest there. Sometimes there's chest.
You are exhausted. Not enough endurance.
So we're fighting undeads. It means there's a chance we could get a wifebound item or two by the end of them.
Your endurance is low.
It's an interesting concept to have wifebound items. Although it probably needs some more working. Or at least increase drop rate of the wifebound titan while you're fighting on them. So far in the tens of hours, probably hundreds of hours I've spent on this, I've only found one blue wifebound item that is good to use, two blue items that are not worth using, and the rest was just green and white. And of course most of my playtime was not against undead, so that does explain in a way why I haven't found so many. But it still seems to be very low drop rate for items that you lose when you die, so if anything, you should be able to find those pretty often. There should be a way of like getting a temporary boost, like a damage shrine that stays on you until you die, or an armor shrine depending on what item you're using. This is kind of how I look on those items. Temporary boost. Oh, and I should also do this, I forgot. so we're almost at the boss, so pretty soon we'll do some tango with the skeleton. Please give me some comet fragments. Nope. Next time. Let's go kill all the ads before we kill the boss. I've gotten some decent loot from them. Few times. Alright, let's just finish him up. I'm assuming mostly junk is what we looted.
Increased map streak, 3.
So yeah, we're about to start map number 3 now.
Rolled 66, at struck underscore TLF won 1000 bolts and now has 1516 bolts.
Yeah, let's start the next.
Your pet has
Okay,
arrived.
there should be some monsters here. Okay, stop attacking my pet. Leave him alone. He's only here for the wood. Am I that unlucky? Second on that map in a row. Come on, game.
You're feeling tired.
And 0 wildbound items on the previous one, so maybe I can get one on this one. Let's use my relic weapon.
You're gravely wounded.
Come on, pet, hit him, hit him.
Your life is slipping away.
This one's pretty tanky.
You feel tired.
Oh, legend. Come on, I've gotten this shoot so many times. Is it at least better than the other one? Let me check. Oh, my crit chance is glitched again. Okay, there we go, it's fixed now. So The block chance on this one is lower, but I want to check the defense. 5.7, 5.9. So yeah, whatever I had was better. Yeah, Comet Fragment. How many more do I need? I think I need like 5 more. 3 more. They are rare, but not so rare that you won't be able to get enough to craft a weapon in a couple of days of just looting every single Comet Fragment. Or like every single, what's it called, sandstone. Okay, crit chance seems way better now. When that 14.5% is missing during update 6, I don't know what we're gonna do with our crit build. I'll just probably stop wearing crit chance weapons and crit damage weapons, and I'll just go for flat damage, like this one. Where was it? This one. It only has flat damage bonuses. So it won't crit, but it will be doing shit tons of flat damage. Oh yeah, another Comet Fragment. Oh ho, lucky map. Let's just swipe those up. I probably should play a bit on a two-handed weapon. I feel like it at the moment. Let's see, this one maybe. Anything else? Maybe with this one. Felt like playing a two-handed weapon for a while.
Not enough endurance.
Okay, stage 1 almost finished. Okay, might shrine, right at the start. Let's keep running till we find an elite. Okay, no elite here.
Your endurance is decreasing.
Oh, so bad. Okay, when the shrine ends, I need to end task the arc launcher. Sometimes it starts messing with my... Okay, the shrine ended. Let me quickly end task the arc launcher. Okay, I quote all of the other arc chat and etc. executable.
You need more endurance.
Feel like my pet's gonna die from those bombs soon. For a moment I thought I got stuck there.
Your pet is running away.
Of course he... Emulator maps are the banes of your pet. So generous. How one skeleton showing up from this cave or hut or whatever. Really think they should get rid of this shit where the skeletons spawn in such small numbers compared to goblins and hybrids. Just adding some unnecessary imbalance to the game, where people would just wanna skip those undead maps.
You are exhausted.
And even though the undeads can drop wifebound items, that still doesn't justify to reduce their spawn numbers so greatly compared to goblins.
You need more endurance. Your pet is back.
Okay, let's keep going.
You're nearly dead.
Okay, I think we're getting close to the end. Yep, pretty close to the boss room.
You are exhausted.
Alright, let's do this boss again. Same deal as before, kill the ads first. Let's hope my pet doesn't kill the boss before I kill the ad.
Your endurance is running low.
Okay, what was the command to decrease? Oh, I'll have to do it one by one.
Decreased map streak, 2. Decreased map streak, 1.
So now we are going on my main. For map number 1. I've done some Goblin Frontier today, so maybe just a bit of Hivit on the main. We've got around 1 hour and 10 minutes, let's say 1 hour and 5 minutes before I stop the stream. And then I'll start automatically hosting the official Torchlight channel, where there will be an official stream, a proper big stream about update 6 with the dev team. So you might really wanna... Oh, that's a Wifebound focus site. And what's so special about it though?
Glad you stopped by.
And I can't even get it? Oh, I remember, I got that yesterday. Can't get it because it's still loading some. Okay, what is it still loading?
If you've got coin, I've got goods. Good
Yeah,
luck
it
on your
surely is
travels.
still loading because I can't even... Okay, it's nothing special. Neither the damage nor the other stats or anything special. And the 2 times health on killing something kind of... yeah. Let's just sell it.
You say opportunistic. Good luck on your travels. I say shrewd.
Now let's just first, before I do a map, I'll unload some of the gear from my bags into the empty warehouse spots that I made earlier. While we're waiting, let me do an all-in. Ah, never mind. It loaded up pretty fast. How am I doing with the maps here? What's this doing here?
gifting complete.
So okay, what should we get rid of? This I won't be using. Any good room for it? Won't be using this either. Okay, what else could we get rid of? This thing. Okay, and okay, I think that's pretty much tidied up. Hate having to tidy up my warehouse, but eventually every now and then it has to. So let's swap out my goblin gear for some high items. I think that's as good as we can get it. This current build I'm playing will suffer, not skill wise but gear wise build. Because I'm stacking crit chance on both my main hand and my off hand. And I'm stacking up all the way to 40% crit chance. Which for this game standards is a what? Even with the passive skill included in the whole summary. Okay, let's keep fighting. Oh, into a lot of sandstone. I should probably pick up that Bane and level it up instead of this one. monsters here.
Insufficient mana.
Right, I need to find a bigger group of monsters so I can recharge my mana. We're doing a double health map. Okay, this one should get my... No, it still couldn't. Okay, there we go. Maybe there aren't that many because it's night time. Come on, 2 more fragments. Nope. Oh, I'm using the wrong potions. Just a sec. Okay, there we go.
You don't have enough mana.
This guy got bursted quick. Melted. Speaking of melting, it's gonna be really nice to play a Holy Fury build with Dark Spears when the new update hits. Melting those enemies away with your beam. I've noticed that beam builds, channeling builds are very popular in AR. So what they did with the changes would be to many people's liking.
Not enough mana.
Okay, let's keep going forward. There's a shrine there. Let's go get it. Oh, more sandstone. Please give me a fragment, come on. Okay, next time I guess. Look at those cocoon goblins still rotate. how they can rotate when they're cocooned. Okay, let's move on. Okay, I don't know why my character started attacking. I wasn't holding the force attack button.
We don't have enough mana.
So yeah, in about less than an hour, there's gonna be an official stream. Just letting everyone who tuned in late to my stream to know about this. So when the official stream starts, or slightly shortly before it starts, I will stop this stream and I'll immediately host the official Torchlight channel, so that anyone who didn't know about it could be informed. I'll be telling that in the next half an hour as well, just to remind the newcomers about the official stream. There might be giveaways, and I know many people want to get some keys. I'm not sure whether there will be giveaways. I'm not part of the official team, but they sometimes do that during their streams, especially during those big ones. And I don't know whether they would be copy-pasting keys or using a giveaway system like a bot, a chat bot. So if they're copy-pasting keys, just be prepared to open up your arc launchers and open the activate the product page window. The stream would be about update 6 from what I've understood. And update 6 is coming either next week or the week after, most likely. If the stream is this week, yeah, I think it's safe to assume that the update might be next week. But who knows, maybe it might be later. And I promise I'll show every single skill after the update, all the new ones, all the old ones, the way they've changed. I'll make sure I spend one skill point in every single skill in both skill 3 without leveling up my skill set first. And later on, when they add the reset system, or not reset but refund skill point system, I'll just properly fix my build the way I want it. So have some time to play around with the new skills, experiment, before deciding what my build would actually end up being like. I'll also try to make videos about different builds. Like, one of the builds would surely be a Dark Spears Holy Fury build, just because I really like playing channeling builds every now and then. I would also want to see if there's a viable Spirit Portal build. Was it Spirit Portal? Spirit Well, okay, my bad, wrong name. Viable is a strong word, because every build is viable in this game. Just some are not as much damage per second as others, but they still get the damage done. Just slightly slower than others. I'm also curious about build with this skill, Radiant Blast. It seems it synergizes with Dark Spear. So maybe the build would be Dark Spears, Holy Fury, Radiant Blast. And who knows, maybe Spirit Well would go along well with such a build as well. Although I would really like to see Consecration in a build with Holy Fury and Dark Spear. Entropy build would be nice. Entropy also could complement Dark Spears, because that's additional slow. So they couldn't be able to escape your Entropy additional projectile. I'll surely try experimenting when they add respect. Okay, more sandstone. I'm loving the start of this map already. Oh, I forgot to do
Increased map streak, 2.
already on map number 2 on this character, on this frontier. Actually, let's try this build now. Let's try, instead of using energy spike, let's use this. Oh no, maybe let's use this instead of unholy bolt. Let's put this here. I do want to have holy bolt, but no, I'll need my energy spike. Probably get rid of this. Let's try this build. Why can't I hit this? Just something different. I'm playing the same skills so much. Just seeing how this could synergize. Let me quickly run forward and then run back. I'm just gonna get all the monsters to spawn up on my way here. And now by the time I return they would already be spawned. Energy spike just to get my buff. Molten Reach? I don't think I've ever gotten this, a fire digit. Health on killing a Hive, come on, and health on kill. Why? Why do you punish me? It's not bad, I mean you're more utility oriented if you have items with a lot of health on kill. Or health on killing a specific mob type. It's basically the same as my ice one with fire. Yeah, kinda the same, slightly different, but in general it's the same model. But yeah, we have to decrease our map streak.
Decreased map streak, 1.
After this map we're gonna start doing goblin maps, because that's the rules of the game. The drops have been decent today, in regards to how many maps it takes. But I haven't been playing for too long today, so there's that as well. So usually the more I stream, the crappier the wood start getting. Around the 4th hour of me playing the game, the wood gets stuck and it takes shit tons of maps to get a drop. So if you have a Digitus like this one with 2 times the mana again, and this buff, you can basically keep up Holy Fury all the time. Even without the synergy that's gonna get added with patch, with updates. Oh, more sandstone. Did I miss any? No. Okay. And I didn't mean Digitus, I meant focus, my bad. Meant focus. So if you're planning on playing a beam build, a Holy Fury build, you would definitely be better off with a focus instead of a shield. Or instead of a staff. Just get them all to spawn around this zone. Take this, do this, and then blast away. This is pure melting. But we've got damage enhanced shrine on, so there's that. Let me spawn some more. Get them to follow me around here. And blast away with the beam. And let's do the same, just to bit of a consecration on the ground. So as you can see, it's not that difficult to keep that beam up all the time, if you have enough mana again. You're sacrificing some damage and potential damage over time bonuses, or block chance if you prefer to play a shield. So you're sacrificing that in order to have some more utility, some more uptime for spamming skills. So yeah, it's gonna be a good build. Something similar to this, not exactly this, because I don't know what the new skills would be. Maybe we wouldn't need the energy spike, and we could use something else. Luminous Run is a part of every build that wants to be a bit more fast and to be able to escape when surrounded by shitons of creatures. And Consecration is a good thing, is a good addition to every build, regardless whether you're solo or a group build. But if you want to be making a proper group build, that's a must-have, because you get 50% damage for you and your allies, and additional 15% per ally in the circle for you. So if you have 3 allies in the team, that's additional 45%. And if you have a Railmaster in the team, that's additional 50% of damage. So you can get all the way to 145% in damage increase. Without counting the Unholy Charge. If you count the Unholy Charge, then yeah, things get a little bit too powerful. And this is why we need some content that would actually challenge you enough to be able to test this proper DPS stacking in a team. Some really difficult content. If not really difficult, at least with a lot of HP. So you can kill stuff slow enough so that you could actually need to stack the damage from this and from a Railmaster and from the Unholy Charge. Okay, 8:21 PM. The stream starts 9 PM my time, 11 AM PDT. So let's stream for another half an hour, maybe 35 minutes. And then I'll just go grab dinner before the official stream starts. I've already set O2 hosting, so when they start streaming, my channel should automatically host them. But in case it starts hosting another streamer, I'll just manually switch it out to hosting Torchlight Frontier, the Torchlight official channel. Play Torchlight. Oh, more sandstone. Give me those fragments. Oh, I can't break those with my beam. Okay. Oh, they're double health. So this is where you would need to stack some damage buffs. Okay, let's fill the Unholy Charge bar quickly. Okay, it seems filled, but it didn't let us. Now it will let us get the Unholy Charge.
Mana was low.
reach of this beam is pretty decent. You can snipe with this. So can I reach this one bug there? That's kind of the limit. Okay. That's a huge radius. Or not radius, but length.
The cops have given up. If you want to get a team together, type heist amount.
But I didn't activate this. I thought this was over in the heist. Alright. My bot. I guess my bot is eager for us to do a heist. Oh, I forgot I was supposed to be doing goblin maps. My bad. Yeah, after the last map I should have done a goblin map now. So, just in case I forget, let me quickly set it up so that I don't forget. I'll replace the hive with the goblin on the top. Now, even if I do what I do normally, just robotically starting the next map, I'll start the correct. So this map does not count, since it's supposed to be a goblin map now. I'll leave the streak as 1 throughout the whole other map until I finish the next one. And that next goblin map might be the last before we switch to the official stream. Because by the time I end this map it will be maybe another 10 minutes, 7 minutes, depends. Maybe I'll do 2 more goblin maps if they're fast ones. If it's a pillage village it might take... Oh, and we got a... what's that? Jordan's Scorching Quarter Staff. I've never gotten this one. Should be some fire. Should we try this weapon? The least I can do is check what it looks okay, yeah, it doesn't look bad. It's pretty decent. Okay, my crit chance is the way it should be. This doesn't give crit chance, but let's try it out. Let's see how it performs. This is so good. I wish I had this shoulder on my other character, but it's a mage only, so it's a no-no for transferring. Let me quickly fill up my energy buff with those spikes.
Your mana is low.
Yeah, this doesn't go well with that. Oh, thank you, Ripex5060. Interesting nickname. Thank you for the follow, dude. Welcome to the Struck Club. My bot should also be welcoming you. Maybe it has some delay. Much appreciated, dude.
Ripex5060, thank you for the follow and welcome to the Struck Club.
Quickly gather this. Yeah, with the crit build, this really fits better at the beat. And let's see about the map. We've been here. Let's go forward first before going that way. So one of the reasons why this goes well with Dark Spears, the beam I mean, is because the beam gives you 50% slow and the Dark Spears, this skill, gives another 50% slow. And from what we've seen, when they made their blog post the other day, there was a screenshot that showed leveling up this skill gives you decreased energy cost of light skills. So that means this skill, Holy Fury, would cost less energy, so you'll be able to spam it even more. You'll be able to probably spam it without using a focus offhand with mana again. Or without having to stack this energy buff. Let me quickly stack this energy buff. There we go. Now I can show you, this guy is completely swelled. You can see the two snail icons at the top. So that's the two types of slow we're applying, the two different instances of slow. So this seems like a good trinity. Dark Spears, Consecration and Holy Fury. And if you want to be fast with recharging this bar, the white bar, you can use Energy Spike. Although even just using Energy Spike alone, it's just enough for the trash monsters. And you can just use the beam on bosses. This is also a good combo. Like you can just use Energy Spike as you normally do. And then on bosses that you need to melt away, you just do this. Remember, this is a double health map, so every single monster has twice the HP. Probably would have been faster if I used energy spikes, only because it's such a powerful skill. Sometimes those are very wonky and they don't want to reach. I'm really looking forward to seeing how the pets have improved. If there's gonna be a offensive, defensive and like aggressive, defensive and passive stance. Or offensive, defensive and neutral, like. We'll see. Being able to keep a boss slowed to 100% with those two skills would allow your pet to keep attacking them. And pets are very strong if they can stay near a boss and keep attacking the boss. Currently, in order to do that, you have to stay yourself next to the boss and risk getting hit. So on bosses like Wide World, unless you have something to prevent you from being hit by him, it would be a bit risky. We should have went there. Let's quickly go there. Actually, never mind. Fuck it. Let's just... this map doesn't count anyway. Let's just start the goblin map the way it should be. Don't want to backtrack all the way there. Just for a few mobs. Now it's stuck. I'm not holding my mouse. It's just stuck in using the skill. Okay, it got on. Again, it's stuck. Okay. Wow, it's loading. If I hold the fire for a few seconds. For the moment I'm holding the mouse button, I'm not releasing it. It's stopping the attack itself. And now if I stop holding the button, that's what happens. Okay, let's come on, load up. I want to start the next map. The game is just trolling us. I need to change my gear to goblin gear as well.
You need
So
more
there's
mana.
that too. One more thing I would like to see eventually as a quality of life. There's those goblin dummies that we craft. I would really like for them to act as actual dummies where you could test out your damage per second. Or just to test out different skill mechanics and stuff. Just make them immortal and add some collision with skills, those dummies. Because currently my skill just passes through it as if it's not. Yeah, just make it immortal, give it collision with spells and projectiles and whatnot, and let us enjoy testing out our skills on our dummies. I'll put this stuff here, I'll put this there, and let's keep farming. It's time to get the goblin gear out, which means this has to go,
Complete.
this has to go, and this has to go. So last one or two maps before the official stream starts. If this is a fast map, if it's not a pillaged village, we can probably do a second map before the official stream. If we get a pillaged village now, it's gonna be more than 15 minutes for the map. We'll see. I could probably rush it and not kill every single mob, but then I won't know if it was a really empty map. Oh, underground, nice. We can get a wide world run now. I can test this build on a wide world map now. Perfect. Oh, it's a double HP for the first stage. Hopefully wide world won't be double HP. But you never know. And what I like to do for this section here is, okay, I got stuck. I like to just go around here, get them to spawn, and there start DPSing.
Insufficient mana.
Okay, some more sandstone. Come on, give me a fragment. Come on, I know you want to. Earlier I got lucky in one of my maps and I got in the same map in the same stage two comet fragments. Okay, I should probably stick to energy spike until it's time for a boss or something. Because then I'll use consecration, but for the trash I don't want to waste. You can see how better for clearing trash this is. I would really like to see some special types of legendaries that modify skills, change the mechanics a skill works. Or maybe even relic weapons could do that. like an extra projectile to Holy Bolt or to Absolver, or an extra set of row of spikes to Energy Spike, like instead of 2-3 rows. Maybe even a second beam for Holy Fury. Why? I've seen Wosen do that with the beam skill, where you start casting 2 instead of 1. So maybe some relic weapon like this one, instead of giving you an active skill, giving you a modifier to one of the skills for one of the builds. In the same way, like in last Friday Fun Day build, they were talking about items. I didn't know whether they were talking about relic weapons or in general items that are not game breaking, but rules changing, rules breaking. I think that's how I interpret it, like items that kind of modify certain skills or certain behaviors that are still balanced, just different than the norm. And yeah, the relic weapons seem probably like the best way to do this. Add some relic weapons, of course not pay to get them, but farm to get them. It would be nice to have every single end of map boss to have their own different type of relic weapon. Like different type of I'd rather even not have to farm the relic cores, but the relic weapons can drop from the bosses themselves. Because if you craft it, it's not a relic. Oh boy. Was this hitting both of them in the wine? It looked like it. I always thought this only hits the first target. Okay, should we speed things up and use my energy spikes? Also, just checking my crit chance. Okay, it's the way it should. Okay, no fragment again.
You need more mana.
Okay, I think we got them all there. Almost time for stage. Okay, last bit of sandstone border. So again, if anyone who didn't hear it when I said it earlier, the few times I said today, in about 17 minutes would be when an official stream would start on the official /play Torchlight channel. The devs would be streaming about update 6, the upcoming update 6, and the changes that are coming with it. Just in case someone comes later and it's not aware of it, I will auto-host the channel. But to whomever's here, do join it, you might enjoy the information. And if you need keys, maybe there would be giveaways. I can't confirm nor deny it, so there could be giveaways. If you want keys and would like to participate in the giveaways, probably it's safe to install Arc Launcher if you don't have it, and just keep it open in the activate the product key window, so that you can immediately copy paste any keys that are posted. Usually the last digit would be separated from the whole code to prevent bots, but they might have decided to go over different way of giving giveaways, giving keys. Twitch bots have very good option for giveaways, that people can just sign up and then receive their reward afterwards. This eliminates the whole having to post it on the chat steps and stuff.
Your mana is low.
Okay. We're on a roll today with the legendaries. Is that the RNG apologizing for those 2 days where one day I had to wait 16 maps, the other 20?
You don't have enough mana.
Really like a way to do something with all the unnecessary legendaries that we get. The ones with stats that we don't need, or that are like repeat items. Like this shield I've probably gotten over 6 times already. So maybe enchanting items would require us to sacrifice some legendaries. They did mention in the travel board that they're thinking of adding enchant, and I'm not sure what exactly they mean by that, whether it's adding new mods or rerolling mods, or doing a +1, +2, +3 type of enchanting. Whatever it is, it will be something fun, and hopefully it's exactly what would give us a reason to collect unnecessary legendaries. Just to sacrifice them, or to extract something from those unnecessary legendaries in order to be able to gain some sort of resource that's needed for enchanting. If I were to do it, I would do something like a gamble system, but many people wouldn't like this. Like sacrificing 3 or 4 or 5 legendaries in order to be able to gain 1 new legendary. Either random or of the same type if all legendaries you put in the sacrificial sockets are the exact same type of legendary. Then just rerolling for something with the better mods. But instead of this, I would prefer a normal reroll system like Diablo 3. This would be my most preferred thing to add in the game as a quality of life. Being able to salvage legendaries, and each legendary that you salvage gives you like a token, some sort of item, and then you use this item to be able to once reroll an item. I salvage this shield and then I get something like an Ember core, but different type of core, legendary core. And then I go to an NPC that allows me to reroll Diablo 3 style, where you get to pick between 3 random mods to put instead of the mod you want to replace. This would further help us min-max our builds. So if they add something similar, I would be very happy panda. Because eventually, later rather than sooner, we would have full stashes with unnecessary bullshit legendaries.
Your pet has arrived.
and not much to do with them. Especially if we've geared up like one of each class. And there's also the fact that some legendaries are class locked, so most people wouldn't feel like leveling another one of the same class. So far we're good on the time, it seems. 10 minutes, maybe I won't be doing one more map. Maybe after this map I'll just go have my dinner and start auto-hosting the Torchlight official channel. /play Torchlight. If my channel starts hosting another one while I'm driving the dinner, I'll come back before the official stream starts and I'll make sure I manually start hosting the correct channel. Okay, usually when I get here, someone comes out from this building. Yeah, I think it's tied up to trigger when someone goes here. So if you're coming from that way, you trigger it. But if you're coming from the other way where I came, you don't trigger the spawn unless you get here. Probably slipped past them that there's two ways to approach this building there. And those are the little things I notice when playing a game. So, are we gonna be able to kill White Bolt with this build? I won't change it to something else. Just the energy spike is enough for me to kill it, and the consecration, but I wanna try and killing it with the beam and dark spears. I'll just use energy spikes to get rid of the ads like shamans and blasters that could burst me from long range. Usually I burst him with unholy bolts, and unholy bolts really help deal massive amounts of damage up close to bosses. Like this chest I would have one-shot with unholy bolt. Maximum 2 shot. Okay, those we're gonna try to eliminate one by one. I'm saving my cooldown because I'm almost at the White Bolt part, so I don't wanna use up my cooldowns before him. Last few monsters here, and then boss time. We're gonna do some tango with White Bolt. Let's do the cha-cha-cha with White Bolt. Also, if you guys are interested on what they're working on currently, I've added this command to give you the official travel link to the official public roadmap for the game. You can see some nice stuff like concept art for ranged weapons, for different enemies that are coming, and stuff like what's further down the road and what's being worked on as we speak for the next few upcoming updates, as well as hotfixes that are planned for the current content that's live.
You need more mana.
Okay, this turned out better than I expected. Although it's a damage enhanced map, so I should avoid being hit. Okay, I just got hit. Not too hard, but still.
You need more mana.
And did you see that? I stopped him in his tracks with that 100% slow. He was supposed to be doing a charge skill, but the 100% slow prevented his animation from completing. He was as if charging in one spot. So this is pretty neat. This went way better than I expected. Okay, well there you have it, a fun kind of build for bosses. Holy Spears, I mean Dark Spears, Holy Fury and Consecrate. With a bit of 4 minutes run for escape and speed and energy spike just to help you jumpstart that holy charge here. Find that this is the best Q to jumpstart an a holy charge with energy spike. So that's it for now. Make sure to watch the official stream if you want to learn some more about the upcoming update. Maybe ask the developers some questions. Or if lucky, if there's giveaways, maybe win a key. Can't confirm or deny it, but I'll stop my stream for now. See you later after the official one. And keep it cool, guys.